Well, most of us like surprises, but not when it comes in the form of a bill, and that's exactly what happened to one Houston woman. Turns out it was from the Social Security Administration.
Yeah, they wanted her to repay tens of thousands of dollars they had already paid her. She called on our Grace White for help, and our Grace is here this morning with her story. This is wild, Grace.
Good morning. It really is. This Winnie Marshall could not believe the letter she got in her mailbox. She's 89 years old and only retired 5 years ago, but the government now wants her to repay $65,000. This looks like the original letter, August 30th.
Yes.
2022.
Winnie Marshall thought she had a handle on her bills. At 89 years old, she lives on a fixed income. But when this letter came in the mail from the Social Security Administration,
Well, I was ready to scream, this first thing. I couldn't figure out what they wanted $65,000 from me for.
Did you think it was a scam or some sort of joke?
Yes, because there's so many scams going on now. I just there's no way I can pay $65,000.
but according to the government, that's what she owed. In the letter, they admit it's their mistake for overpayments.
But in reality, it seems like it doesn't matter whose fault it is. We want your money back that we paid you, even though it was our fault, the fact that you got it.
What's interesting about Marshall's case, she retired with TRS, the teacher's retirement system in Texas. But after she stopped working, Marshall went into the local Social Security office to ask if she could still receive her late husband's checks. Her daughter went too.
We made a comment that, wow, we didn't think she would get anything. And he says, well, I'll keep it if you want me to. And of course she says, oh no.
After that meeting, her Social Security payments were reduced from $1,200 to $900, and they kept coming until she was notified last year about the overpayment. Since then, she's filed an appeal and says the process has been confusing.
Every letter seems to be different information. We don't know really, we didn't know which one to go by.
What would you say to the people that run the Social Security Administration?
I'd say, get your act together. You're affecting people's lives, and it's not right.
When we reached out to the Social Security Administration, they would only tell us they were working with Ms. Marshall to find a solution. But since then, she has received a letter saying they are now expediting her case.
That is upsetting, no matter what age you are, but especially at her age. It makes you wonder, are there other people in her boat, same boat?
There are. That's a great question. We've learned about 1 million of these notices went out last year, and about the same number went out this year as well. That's according to the Social Security Administration's own testimony before Congress. If it's happened to you or your loved one, you can appeal. We have a link to the process on KHOU.com.
She's definitely offering them some grace by get your act together. I would have some stronger words for them, but I understand there's also an update on a story you first brought us about this woman dealing with the solar panel issues.
Yes, we do have an update for you this morning on those solar panels. Just one day after our story aired, the company sent a crew out to take the panels down. Our cameras were rolling in South Houston to see those solar panels come off one by one. You may remember 77-year-old Betty Blaylock. She was told these panels would be free, but then got stuck with the bills. Betty had been fighting to get the panels removed for more than a year. So happy we could step in and advocate on her behalf and get her some help.
Absolutely. Yeah. And those can be very expensive as well. So glad you were able to help her out, Grace. And if you have a problem, guess what? Grace can help. You can reach out by emailing gracecanhelp@khou.com, or you can call 713-521-HELP or visit our website, khou.com/gracecanhelp. We'll be right back.